Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's keep going. So I'm going to be drilling out the holes from the stub here, that thickness, and then I got to widen out the hole just on the very top there to let a small amount, about half of this dome would fit down inside. So I got like the red arms, green arms, and blue. In the show they were all like a yellowish color, but it just adds a little more character to the model. The red sector, green sector, blue sector kind of thing. So I'm gonna get these drilled out and then put these in, and then I got the lighting SMDs here. I'll just probably have them pointing this way towards them because I don't want these overly bright. So, and plus they'll light up these little window sections there better. Okay, let's get that drilling done. There we go, just like that. There we go, got the SMDs in there. Look good. Alright, there we go. SMDs are all in there, and I got a 360 ohm resistor on them. Looks good. I got SMD there and there pointing this way. Alright, that looks really good. Okay, I decided I'm going to use light strips here, and they do fit. These just weren't working. Plus I ran out of them. They just weren't lighting up the windows the way I wanted. So those are going to go. I'll keep these here that are lighting up these area here. Those will stay. But let's do a quick light test here, and I'll show you just how well those work. See, it's all well lit now on the sides there. Very nice. Yep, there. Much better. Much better. This is going to work out beautifully there. Okay. So that takes care of that. Just got to finish off the rest of the arms, redo that other one, and we're good. Okay, so I took the two lights out of here as well. I didn't need them. With all this lighting in here, it lights up these pot lights on the top and bottom fine. There's no issues. So basically it's all light stripping for these arms, and that's it. That's all you need. Okay, I changed it up again. So I got rid of the center one, I moved it over to the side, and I added a second one over here. It just, because these windows here light up better now, I moved these closer so these windows light up So they're pretty much equal to those ones on the side. So that looks really good now. It's perfect. Okay, just got to finish off the rest of the arms and then we can move on. Outer rings are now done. Let's work on the central part of the body here. All right, so take his strips and put here, here, and here. And that should be enough to light up all this and all this and the windows around the outer edge here. So what I'm going to do, take that little bit off there and then trim the corners. So that this fits right inside here, just like that. This was backwards. Okay, now I'm just gonna add let's see, I gotta drill a hole through here, or maybe just off to the side there, for wiring to go down to the lower half. There we go. Look at that. And then underneath there, look at that. Isn't that perfect? Nice. All right, now we put the light strips in the outer part of the inner ring. All right, so I was hoping to do it in two sections here, but the curve is too much. So I gotta do is I gotta cut each section here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I need 12. And just keep going like that, and then I get tie these all together, and then I'll tie them into here. So I'll have a line that'll come from here, here, and tie into this. And that'll complete all the lighting for the inner ring. There we go. Got it all tied in. Looks good. And I got these that are going to go to this light strip here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little gouge here for the wiring. And it'll go over here. And then drill a tiny hole right here for the wiring to go inside. Quick light test. Very good. Okay, now we need to get this lit up. Okay, so to light up all these, I was thinking of this right in here. So I need to drill a hole here. Wiring to continue on down through. That lights up the bottom here for the fusion reactor. That's just not working. I'm going to put a little rod through here into there. That's not going to work. That's what I got there. The hole's big enough for 2 small wires to fit through. That's all I need. Just got to drill the proper size hole for there and into there. Okay, just gotta let that set, and then we can get the rest of that together here. All right, yeah. Let's get that on there. I need another line here. That'll go through here. Just gotta drill the hole. All right, just gotta let that set now. All right, let's get the very bottom here all done up. Okay, so I got this here ready to go. I'm gonna use a 5mm red LED. Put it up inside here. Just like that. I'm gonna have to drill a different hole here, bigger hole. Okay, looks like it's turning on okay. Yeah. Okay. So the fusion reactor there is done. All right, there we go. Looks good. The tough part was getting these halves together because you had to put these separate elements on here. But it worked, it fit. It's good. Okay, gotta let that set overnight and then we can move on. Okay, so we're going to move on to these. On the tips, there are like flashing navigation lighting. So I'm going to put these together, drill the holes. I'm going to be using 0.20 mil fiber optic lines. Another hole in the back here for the fiber optic line to go to. And in here, I'm going to have LEDs that fit in this position here, pointing at the fiber optics. And that will give the flashing. So all the electronics and everything are going to be in the stand here. That includes the 5-volt regulator for the LEDs and all that stuff. So everything's going to be in the stand. So all the wiring goes down in there to everything. Okay, so I'm going to take these, put these together, drill, and that'll take care of that. I'm just going to do the rest of them like that, and then I move up to a larger drill bit, the same size as the LED, and drill it there, and that takes care of those. With those done, now I need to drill in the section right in between here for the LED to poke through. Just like that, where it fits inside the slot there. You butt that up against, and it just goes around. It just works from that. A red LED, 1K resistor on there. So now I just got to get the rest of the other two on there, tie them all in together, and then run a line here. Actually, it'll be going this way because it's going to follow the line down into the stand. That'll hook into the 5-volt regulator. Okay, so these are all tied in together now. So I'm going to go from these two pins here with this great big long piece. That'll go down the arm, down the pylon into the stand. So I'm going to get these two ends here connected, and then I got to drill a little hole probably in the center down there, and then run the wiring through that. Now to find out where the hole needs to go, I got to put this in place. Okay, right in the center there. And I gotta make a little notch here for this wiring here as well. So I also have the wiring for the 12-volt power supply has to be run as well, so I had a little bit wider of a hole here. Okay, so let's get these connected. I'm going to put the 12-volt power supply lines off of these pins here. I need another great big long one. Got to label this. Don't want to get that mixed up. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get the fiber optics in place here. I melted these tips together. Just like that. I don't have this right up to the very end there because the LED is poking through, so but it is pretty close to the end. So I just had it like that, and that's all I need. Now I just take the other half here, glue it on there. You see there's openings here that you see there on either side. I just take my putty filler and I fill that in because the red light will shine through those. You don't want that. So I just gotta get the other ones done, put them all together, and they're ready for assembly. There we go. Just gotta let those set. Now we can work on lighting the pylons. Okay, for here, I'm just gonna use SMDs. So I'm going to have it just like here, pointing at the window sections here. That's all I'm going to do for that. That's all you really need for the lighting for these pylons. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to put these ones to use that I did not use in the arm of the ring. So let's start getting these in place here. Basically just like that. So I got it like halfway out. So when you get the two halves together, it's going to be evenly lit. There we go. Got 360 ohm resistors on there. They're not going to be overly bright, but you don't really want them to be. Eventually I'll use that canopy glue to fill in the windows there, and it will dry clear. Now another thing I still need to do, as you can see here from the bottom, I need to 3D print a plug or a thing to go down inside the hole there for this thing to sit on. So I still need to do that. So I just need 2 of those because the other one, this one here, has got the hole right down the center there. That's the main power line there, which is going to have the jack that goes there. So this is coming together. That is it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we are going to be lading up the ships. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.